Welcome to the opening stage, stage one of the Vuelta A Espana, and we're in Italy. Stage one starting in Torino and ending up in Novara. It was to be a thrilling sprint finale. All smiles at the start. Jasper Philipsen chatting to fans. Mads Pedersen and his team. Antonio Tiberi signing autographs. And Mikel Landa, well, he finally got his suitcase, didn't he? But all smiles at the start in Torino. The first time the Vuelta A Espana has started in Italy, and there is the pre-race favourite, Jonas Vingegaard, looking good, looking relaxed, and with a lot of support at the side of the road. The popular Dane looking to take this Vuelta after the 3 weeks. It was a long neutral rollout under sunny skies, 26 degrees, a gentle breeze blowing, perfect conditions for the opening stage of this year's Vuelta. So, entirely in the Piedmont region, a gently undulating stage, one categorised climb along the way, the climb of La Serra, one bonus sprint as well, not a particularly hilly day, and there's the profile before the flat run into the line in Novara. As was expected, there was a very fast start. A breakaway soon managed to establish itself. 6 riders ultimately going clear. 6 different teams are represented up in front of this 186-kilometre stage, including Pepin Reijderink of Soudal-QuickStep, Nicholas Vinokourov of XDS Astana, Koen Bouwman of Jayco Alula, Joel Nicolau of Cajarural Seguros, Alessandro Veri of Arkea, and also Ugo Diakay of Burgos Burpellet BH. Behind Jonas Vingegaard, well, he was certainly looking very relaxed. Average speeds around 43 kilometres an hour. And then the breakaway hit the first and the only categorised climb of the day. And it was an early move by Pepin Reijderink. But behind the group, setting a steady tempo, around at 2.5 minutes behind. But different styles attributed to the top of this climb. In the end, it was actually Alessandro Veri of Arkea, the Italian, winning the Prime on home soil and moving himself into the lead of the climbers' classification ahead of Nicolau and Vinokourov. Just over 98 k's to go. The gap was down to just under a minute. And that took us through to the only intermediate sprint of the day. And it was Pepin Reijderink who took maximum points there. And with it, a 6-second time bonus as well. 20 points towards the green jersey competition. And Nicholas Vinokourov in second. And Bouwman on this occasion in third place. Only points for the first 5 at the intermediate sprints. Just as the bunch were about to make contact with the breakaway, it was Ugo Diakay, the 21-year-old from Asturias, who went clear on his own and built up a lead of around about a minute at its maximum. And the peloton were happy to let him have his leeway. And meanwhile, Mads Pedersen was readying himself for battle, taking off his overshoes, perhaps a little bit warm, thinking about the finale to come. And just over 38 kilometres to go, the Spaniard was caught. And it was a Gruppo Compatto, to coin the Italian phrase, and 2 teams are leading at the front. Lidl Trek in the form of Emmanuel Gebrselassie. And coming into the closing kilometres, all of the sprinters teams and indeed all of the GC teams amassed at the front. Visma Bike making sure that Jonas Vingegaard was going to get himself to the final 3 kilometres in one piece before the sprinters teams really started to take it up. And they did. A perfect bit of riding by Visma Bike, and then the sprint team started to move to the front. Alpecin de Koning to the fore. Also up there as well, not too far away, Lotto looking after Elia Viviani, who's in pole position heading into the finish. What a sprint it was going to be there, with Rijkaard leading out.
This is a penalty kick, an open goal for Jasper Philipsen to try and finish it out. They're back on the stretch of road where they won their first ever Grand Tour stage, and now Philipsen goes. It's the Vuelta A Espana on Italian roads. Jasper Philipsen's on the front, and he will win this at a canter. Beautifully set up by Alpecin de Koning. And just as it was the last time that a Grand Tour was on this stretch of road, it is the big Belgian team that does it again. Number 1 was won here. It's number 31 now, and it is a red jersey for Philipsen.
An absolutely superb victory for Jasper Philipsen. Took the opening stage of the Tour before crashing out, and now takes the opening stage of the Vuelta by several lengths from Ethan Vernon. A superb sprint and a superb lead out from his teammates. So Philipsen moving himself into red. And look at the delight writ large on his face there. So Philipsen takes the stage ahead of Ethan Vernon, Ola in third, then with Viviani, Cortina, Gonzalez, Cockard, Silva, Pidcock and Michels rounding out the top 10.
Really have to thank my teammate again, just like in a tour, we managed to do our lead out how we wanted to do. And also for sure all the team was very strong, but definitely also with Jonas and Edward. In the final kilometer, they execute perfect, and I just saw 175 meters to go only and had to start sprinting. So I'm really happy that it works out for us.
A happy and smiling Jasper Philipsen takes the stage and in the process, of course, took himself into the lead of the Vuelta A Espana ahead of Ethan Vernon, Reindrink, Ola, Vinokourov and the rest. So a day in red at least for Jasper Philipsen, but it's going to be a different challenge on stage 2. Not many opportunities for the sprinters in this edition of the Vuelta. So let's look ahead to stage 2. From Alba to Limone Piemonte, a relatively flat run until the finish. And we have our first serious categorised climb of the day. The Vuelta organisers have called this stage a medium mountain stage, and it is a tough climb through to the finish. One would imagine, though, there will be a new leader of the Vuelta. 9.8 Ks, 5.5% average, a real kick to the line. Don't miss it.